so let's have a quick look at what's been happening over here. So I was away on the weekend, and when I came to the plot on Sunday night, just to water the greenhouse, etc., I noticed that Nigel had dug out the front trenches on the the polytunnel, as well as the back trenches, and then I sent him a text message and said, Nigel, if you need any help, you need to let me know when you're going to be up there and when you're going to be doing stuff. I didn't hear anything from him, and last night, Tuesday night, when I came to water the greenhouse once again, I noticed that Nigel had dug out the side trench on the side of the polytunnel. So the only remaining one is now that side, and once again he didn't let me know when he was here, so he's done it all on his own. So I thought I'd better come up here today and quickly do a bit of preparation work that I need to get done. Now I don't know if you can see, but on the arches there's old spongy tape, which is for hot spots on all the metal bits. So it's when your polythene goes over, just to create a bit of a layer between the polythene and the metal arches, the metal pipes, to not create hot spots where the sun will burn it. So I've got rolls of new ones. It's just I want to remove all of the old bits, so I'll get a ladder up there, in a minute and get up there. When they were putting the arches up, I sort of went around and did as far as I could reach, so I just want to get these bits off. So that's what I'll be doing in a minute. Just go along and scrape it all off. So see you again in a minute. Right, this is going to take me a while, so I will see you when it's all done. Okay, so nearly 3 hours later and I'm done. I've cleaned all 7 of the hoops or arches, and I've cleaned the in-between crossbar all the way across. So all ready for the new I think it's called anti-hotspot tape to go on before the polythene goes on. So that's another job done, and it always takes longer than you think it's going to. So let's wait for the next step in the process. So I was so hoping to show you as the polytunnel was going up, but the last week has been a little bit crazy. Every time I came down to water the greenhouse or do a bits and pieces, I would find that Nigel's been and he's done some bits. So I sent him a text message and said, please tell me when you're going to go down, because I'd like to come and help. And then I'd come down the next time and he would have done some more. No text messages. Anyway, so I've taken a couple of photographs at various stages. I think there's 2 photographs, so I'll put those in now and then you can see. And then I'll show you what I found last night when I got here. So I'll turn you around. So this is the polytunnel as it stands now. So still not quite finished. You see the doors and things still needs to go up, but that's where we are. So we've got sides, we've got fronts. It's all been dug out and filled back in, and that's the inside. So quite pleased with that, and you can actually see how it's all going to come together. So what I didn't photograph, and I don't know if I can see now, but yeah, so Nigel's put the tape on, and you can see in here as well there's some tape on all the poles, and then it doesn't look particularly tight, but it's fairly rigid. There's some folds and some kinks and stuff in it. I mean, you can see here it's not particularly tight there, but you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. I've waited nearly 2 years for this polythene to go on and for this to get finished, and at the end of the day, Nigel's done it for free, so I really can't complain. I think if I had done it, I would probably have done the door frames, the openings and things a bit neater, but as I say, you know, can't really complain. So that's the other side of it, and yeah, at least now I can start using it. And if it means that in a couple of years time I need to put a new sheet on it again, then so be it. So let's see how we get on with this. So quite pleased with it. I know there's going to be some of you that want to ask me how big it is, so I haven't got a tape measure here, but let's just stride it out. So I'll do fairly big strides, which is roughly 1 meter. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, let's call it 11 meters by, I think it's 5.5 meters side to side, or just under 6. So 11, let's call it 11 by 6. So, oh yeah, I don't know how wide it is. I suppose measure it at some point for you. But that's the polytunnel. There's some bits of sheeting and things in there. I don't know how much there is, if there's even enough to do the doors. I don't know. I will try and catch up with Nigel and see what I can do about that. Plans in here immediately will probably all depend on weather and how hot it gets in here. I was thinking of maybe using some of those paving slabs at the top and making a little bit of a paved area here, maybe 3 blocks wide, just this side of the door. I've got a bit of staging over there that I'm probably going to put along that side there, and just a bit of hard standing there, and then I'm probably going to do 1, maybe 2 beds, 2 lengths of bed down that end there, and just do that for this year. Eventually, as I said, it'll be a bed all the way along that side, all the way along the right hand side, bed in the middle, and a path in between. So but I just need to think about that and play with that a little bit. So that's the polytunnel, and I'm quite excited to start on this. But it's quite hot today. Well, not quite hot. It's about 20 degrees today, but which makes it warm in here. There's a nice breeze blowing, but just amazing how much difference this sheet makes. So let's get going, and I'll show you as soon as I start doing some bits and pieces in here, or I know what's happening with the doors. So see you again soon.